This is Channel 25 WVTT Olean. Now, from the Twin Tiers' biggest broadcast news operation, this is the 6 o'clock report with Jeff Andrulonis and Alexa Olson. Listen on News Radio 96.7 WVTT or watch on News Channel 25 WVTT television. WVTT proudly presents the 6 o'clock report.
Good evening, I'm Alexa Olson.
And I'm Jeff Andrulonis. Good evening. The big story tonight on the 6 o'clock report. Crews in McKean County continue to work hard to clean up a butane spill after a tractor trailer overturned early this morning in Kane. Alexa?
That's right, Jeff. The truck was carrying close to 8,000 gallons of butane, which spilled out when the truck tipped over. The Kane Area School District closed school for the day, and the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, known as PennDOT, says that the State Route 6, State Route 66 and State Route 321 in the Kane area are closed to commercial truck traffic. Passenger vehicles may use Route 66 and 321, but Route 6 remains closed. PennDOT expects these closures to last until later in the evening. The areas affected were evacuated, and as a precaution, emergency personnel were on site to assist drivers through these local detours. WVTT spoke to Marla Fannin, who is a press officer for the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation, who told us that crews acted quickly to clean up the mess.
There was a tanker rollover. The tanker was hauling butane, and that is what spurred the evacuation in the area. And we do have county staff in the field, including assistant managers from our maintenance out of McKean County, working with those other partners, and they would be working through those issues in the field. And especially with a situation like this, their focus is on rectifying what we have in front of us and moving on. So our goal is to get the routes open as quickly as we can.
A busy night for Bradford City Council members last night. Quotes were accepted to bring down 3 deteriorating buildings in the city. 3 dilapidated structures, one on East Main Street, one on Congress Street, and one on South Kendall Avenue will all come down, be paid from the city's Community Development Block Grant program. Total cost just under $20,000. In other action, patrols will be increased on Jefferson Street in Bradford after residents voiced concerns about speeding on the street. A video camera being paid for by private donations is also being installed in a police vehicle in Bradford.
Meanwhile, at the Olean City Council meeting last night, board members discussed security issues, and in Olean Park, WVTT's Derek Smith was at the meeting and tells us about the newest developments happening in the city.
Kids will need to find a new place to hang out now at night. As of late Tuesday night at the City of Olean Common Council meeting, all 7 members voted to install one 250-watt high-pressure sodium floodlight on that National Grid pole at Mangano Park here off Monroe Terrace in the City of Olean. Mangano Park, the park notorious for being too dark at night, has been used as a late-night hangout spot, and according to Alderman Camry, teens and adults have been using this dark park to party and potentially participate in unlawful activities.
That there has been kids or possibly even adults that are gathering at the park at night and partying, basically. And then in the morning they leave their beer cans and everything is there. It's very dark. So I just thought it would be a good idea to have a floodlight. I just wanted to light it up enough where you will be able to see if people are in there, because virtually now on a dark night, if the cops drive by, you wouldn't even see anybody there.
The floodlight would serve to patrol and preserve the park at night. Here in Mangano Park in Olean, I'm Derek Smith, WVTT.
The Olean City School District held a Board of Education special meeting last night to discuss new business that is set to be put in place for the upcoming school year. Superintendent of Schools Dr. Colleen Taggarty recommended the proceedings in which the board approved the contract between the Olean City School District and Portville Central School District for field activity trips. The cost is almost $454,000, a $78,000 increase from last year. Dr. Taggarty explained the increase to WVTT.
Last year, we began to contract with Hinsdale and Portville to do our transportation, and we were able to save like over $300,000 last year. So what this is just showing an increase in cost because we've actually, due to the reconfiguration, increased the number of students that will be riding, so we need more buses.
Also passed by the board was an amendment to the lunch prices. Grades 9 through 12 will pay $1.90 for a complete lunch, while grade 8 will pay $1.80. The difference between the two is portion size. Dr. Taggarty added that everything is on schedule for classes, which start on September 5th.
Meanwhile, some parents in one McKean County school district concerned because their children didn't arrive home on time after the first day of classes. It happened yesterday at the Port Allegheny School District. Turned out there was a mix-up on the bus assignment list. Now, district officials tell WVTT at no time were students in danger. They're still trying to get to the bottom of what caused the confusion in Port Allegheny. Meantime, Congressman Tom Reed says it's bogus. He's questioning a $425,000 communications study in India. The National Science Foundation, or NSF, awarded a grant of almost $500,000 to India to fund a study to determine the effectiveness of that nation's communications with its citizens. Congressman Reed says that at a time when American families are struggling to make ends meet, he questions the logic in spending nearly $500,000 of hard-earned U.S. taxpayers' money on a study for a foreign government.
Well, a Cattaraugus County employee has pleaded guilty to driving drunk. Kelly Chapey's attorney said she was apologetic when she entered a guilty plea to DUI in Olean Court yesterday. She serves on the board of directors for the Cattaraugus County SPCA. Her license was suspended for 90 days. She was given a $500 fine and will have to attend a drug rehab program for the incident that took place back in April.
Fewer medical services for Southern Tier and Northern Tier veterans. The intensive care unit at the Erie VA Medical Center will be closing come September 17th. Now, VA officials say it's due to a declining need for critical care services. The acute care unit with 22 beds will continue to remain open, and officials tell us they don't expect much impact from the change since the majority of procedures are done in an outpatient setting. Coming up on the 6 o'clock report, WVTT's World News Roundup. Stay tuned. This is News Channel 25 WVTT.